See, the next point is what is Ubuntu? What is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is a free desktop operating system. Ubuntu is a free desktop operating system. It is based on Linux. It is based on Linux, a massive project a massive project that enables millions of people around the world to run machines powered by free and open software powered by free and open software on all kinds of devices. See, Ubuntu is a free desktop operating system. See, Linux comes in many shapes and sizes. Linux comes in many shapes and sizes, with Ubuntu being the most popular iteration on desktops and laptops. On desktop and laptop. See, what is Linux? What is Linux? Linux is a operating system in much the same way that Windows is an operating system See, the term operating system is used to describe software which acts as the term operating system is used to describe software which acts as a layer between the hardware in a computer and the application that we all on a daily basis when programmers write application they interface with the operating system, perform such tasks as writing files to the hard disk drive and displaying information on the screen See, without an operating system, every programmer would have to write code to directly access the hardware of the system. In addition, the programmer would have to be able to support every single piece. In addition, the programmer would have to be able to support every single piece of hardware ever created to be sure the application would work on every possible hardware's configuration. Because the operating system handles all of this hardware complexity, application development becomes a much easier task. Linux is just one of the number of different operating systems available today. Linux is just one of a number of different operating systems available today. See, around the same time, Richard Stallman at the Free Software Foundation, a strong advocate of free and open source software, was working on an open source operating system of his own rather than focusing initial on the kernel. Stallman decided to begin by developing all the tools, utilities and compilers necessary to use and maintain an operating system. By the time he had finished developing the infrastructure, it seemed like the obvious solutions was to combine his work with the kernel Linus had written to create a full operating system. This combination became known as GNU Linux. See, the Linux always be referred to as GNU Linux. the Linux always be referred to as GNU Linux. This is not unreasonable given that the GNU tools developed by the Free Software Foundation make up a significant and vital part of GNU Linux. Unfortunately, most people and publications simply refer to Linux as an Linux, and this will probably always continue to be the case.